changing things up from what we can see here, yeah? I'm not planning on making many changes at all from this point. So if you kind of disagree with my picks, then do let me know. But yeah, I think I'm locked. That's how I'm feeling. As always, I've got the tweet deck open today because I'm on my laptop. Like trying to fit everything on has been a bit of a nightmare. I've been setting up for a while, but the tweet deck is open. We was expecting to hear from Wolves at 1 p.m. I think I did see a post. Here we go. The Wolves presser is live. And there's a new press conference room at Carrington. That's interesting to see. But yeah, it looks like Pereira is in. So let's start to pick up some of his quotes from his press conference. I don't want to miss one. That could have been the first one that I've just scrolled past, so I'll go back up to that. Happy to be back in the best league in the world. Pre-season results were not good, but with increased mentality and identity, good spirit, now it's time to compete. Some quotes on new signings. What was that? In an ideal world, we want more, at least three more players. So Wolves are still going to be active in the window by the sounds of things. No injury updates as yet. So while we're waiting for those to come, there may not be any at all. Let's have a look what is going on in terms of the injury updates that we have already. So if I bring you those, if I can find them, get the right tab. So we've had press conferences this morning and yesterday, and this was really interesting. This is an interview on Sky Sports this morning from Nuno Espirito Santo, Nottingham Forest. This has put me off Nottingham Forest players, and I'm sure it could do for you. He said he's not. I mean, you've got to read into the fact that he's probably frustrated with the owners kind of not getting signings done, and this is a bit of a rant, but he says that he's very worried that a lot of the transfer plans haven't gone through. But we do need to bear in mind that at least in August, no midweek fixtures for Forest, and also very good fixtures as well. So we will hear properly from him at 1:30. This was the update from Newcastle United. Willock's still sidelined. Isak, his situation is the same. That will remain the case. No chance for Jacob Ramsey, who's undergoing his medical. All other players available. So I think that brings Botman and Hall into the equation, but they have been out for a little bit. So something to bear in mind. Thomas Frank had some positive words to say on Richarlison in his press conference. Maresca is keen to sign a new centre-back. I know there's a lot looking at Tosin at 4.5 million, but is that a long-term pick? I'm not sure. Well, we've had a super chat in from Britain. Thank you, Britain. Thanks, Holly. Good luck this season. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really appreciate that one. Yeah, so if you've got Isak, he's a sell for sure. No fresh injury concerns for Spurs. Every player is available other than Udogie, who is progressing well, but it's too early for him this week. Brighton and Siso still recovering from knee injury. Webster set to miss most of the season after suffering a setback with ACL. March is the only other absentee. Baleba and Hinselwood look to have shaken off minor knocks, so that is a promising up. We also heard that Baleba very much a Brighton player as things stand. So that's everything that we heard this morning. Yesterday, Mark Yu was spotted in training for Sunderland. The 4.5 million striker we're all backing. Update from Bournemouth. A new signing, Diakite. Still need to learn how to say all these names. Is physically ready. Big game for them against Liverpool. Nothing major at West Ham, but it sounds like Hermansen could threaten Areola for the number one shirt. Burnley, this is a big one. Dubravka arrived from Newcastle with a shoulder problem, so there's no guarantees that he starts this week. Gu was declared a doubt because of a lack of pre-season, but obviously that can come back round. On Gu again, we are going to have the opportunity to let them. It might be a little bit of a tough to start because of their fitness levels. This was interesting from the Bournemouth press conference. Iraola said, "We are starting in a very difficult place. Obviously, they've lost Kepa, Hodgson, Zabani, Kirkes in this window. Like, by the way, make sure you vote on the captain poll. But yeah, this is why Salah is so popular." Johan Wissel will not be involved against Forest, a disrupted pre-season for him as he awaits a transfer. This was a quote on Callagher, back on the grass. Whether they will be absolutely ready, we'll have to see the next day and a half, then we'll make a decision. Bit of an injury crisis at Fulham at left back with Robinson and Sessegnon. All others are in contention now. Arne Slot's press conference was yesterday. Conor Bradley, no mention on him, but he's not been pictured with the group. And then we'll get an update from Everton shortly. But Branthwaite, hamstring injury is a big one, and that was Morgan Rogers in training. So that's your roundup of everything that we know so far. As I've mentioned, press conferences coming today. That transition looks to be stuttering on my screen, so God knows what's going on there. But yeah, as I've mentioned, that's everything that we know so far. So we've heard from 11 of the Premier League clubs so far, 9 to come in the next hour, closing in on the game week 1 deadline. So I was trying to bring you updates from the Wolves press conference. I am really struggling to be able to find any tabs. I don't know how you went to stream on a small screen, but there we go. It looks promising that we may get an update from Aston Villa at some point. Is this even working? I don't think you can see the tweet deck, can you? Hang on. Let me fix it. There we go. Now it just looks a bit weird. We'll make it bigger. There's been some funny videos coming through from the FPL account, especially from the likes of Salah and Haaland, that makes it really convincing that you want to start the season with them as well. Yeah, so from the Wolves presser, some comments on Strand Larsen. Looks like Savino to Spurs could be soon on the cards. I don't think we've had any significant injury updates from the Wolves press conference while I've been going through those other bits and bobs for you. But yeah, as I said, 1:15, we're going to hear from Amorim, which should be a good one. Be interesting to see, whether it's going to be Kuna and Burmo, Sesko front three. Would anyone go Sesko at 7.5 if Amorim was to say that he's going to start against Arsenal? It's an interesting one, isn't it? For sure. I'm just checking through that while I've been talking, that I've not missed anything. While we're waiting for things to come through, though, it will give me some time to answer some of your questions. So make sure you're getting your questions in the live chat, and also make sure that you're hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well, because on this stream, I may just be bold and say it. On this stream, we're going to hit not 30. We're already at 30. We're going to hit 40,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. I think maybe it was 2 years ago that hit 20k. So to hit 40k would just be incredible. There's 400 of you in at the moment as well. So thank you for the support, guys. Make sure that you've liked the stream. We're not at 100 likes, so you're definitely slacking on the likes case. Can you actually see the tweet deck still? What is going on with it? It's gone all small again. Every time I move it, it gets bigger and smaller. We'll get it. We'll get it sorted, guys. Don't worry. I'm just trying to move it out of my way so I can actually see what's going on my desktop. Because what I want to do is get in the chat answering some of your questions. I think. Oh, I think I fixed it now. There we go. Let me find my live chat. Bear with me, guys. I know this is probably not the most polished stream that you're going to get this season, but it does mean that I can do a few other bits and bobs. I think there's a few people to say hello to again. Naraj is in. Good to see you. Kaz is in. Shamil says Morgan Rogers start or not. We'll have that update at 1:30. Jonathan also here for Rogers news. Britain says everyone is sleeping on Ekatike. Everyone is scared about Isaac. It's easy to swap when you plan ahead. Yeah, no deadline stream, I'm afraid. This is the stream, the press conference stream. FPL Down Under says best of luck for the new season. Thank you. Declan and Gemma, would you rather Aina or Williams for Forest? It's got to be Williams. In terms of defensive contribution output for fullbacks in the Premier League last season, Williams was top. I think it's hard in some cases to justify the extra 0.5 for the centre-backs. I think Aina is the most owned Forest defender in the game, but among expert managers, they're all over Williams. Oh, that's interesting. Nuno interview from done weeks ago. Was that before the Gibbs White thing? Mike wants to know, will Reinders start? Well, he's in my team, so he better do. Yeah, I'm confident. I think with Kovacic and Rodri out. I mean, we'll hear from Pep at 1:30, but yeah, with those two out, it's him and Gonzalez and Gundogan for those positions. Stevens, oh, hang on, what have I done now? Stevens is in a 3-5-2. I like it. I've just accidentally opened another app on my desktop. I don't want that. Spud Jack is locked. Good to see you. Emery, has he spoke yet? No, 15 minutes if he's on time. Oh, Lucy says, thanks for the pre-season work, Holly. Good luck for the season. Thank you. It's a bit quiet on these press conferences at the moment, guys, but if you want to get your team rated, you can do so on Fantasy Football Hub. And today, 50% off your membership. There's never a better time to sign up to Hub than today. Yeah, 50% off. And so they will be back at the end of the season. 50% right. Pitching Chris Richards, able Chelsea attack. I'm starting João Pedro and Parra. I didn't want to play Richards against them. So I've put Konza in instead. It's actually predicted to score less points, but I think my team's like 97% rated. You can get your team rated for free using the link in the description, but it is recommending that I move on Konza for Anderson if I wanted to improve my team. My team rating's gone down to 96%, but yeah, you can get your team rated for free using AI by clicking the link in the description to this video and join Fantasy Football Hub today. Honestly, it's such a good website. There's been millions of people on the website today, so you definitely need to get involved on the Hub. I'm actually with Hub today. That's why I've got the branded T-shirt and everything. I'm looking like a right geek, but you know, Today is the day. It's like Christmas Day for me. Right, what is going on with these press conferences? Leeds press conference. Daniel Farke chats to the media. Watch the press conference on the website. So Farke is in. Whether we're going to get updates from Amorim yet, I don't know. Wolves. Is Jackson Chow close? Forever says, I don't know. We'll see. That's really helpful. Not. I think that's the only injury update we've had so far. I'm going to keep the tweet deck open because I feel like I know stuff isn't in yet, but I think it's going to be coming really soon. But it does give me some time. The buffering's bad. Lost connection again. Hang on. YouTube is not receiving enough videos as such. Viewers will experience buffering. Right. So I need to do something about that. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoder. I think I need to change my bit rate, but I can't remember how you do that. So let me, so I'm currently at 2000. Shall we knock it down to 1000? Apply. Okay, right. I've knocked the bit rate down. That'll make it look less good, but hopefully it will fix the lag. If you can tell me if that's improved, that would be great. If it has improved, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel so far. We're going for 250 likes now, apparently. We are at 132. There's 450 of you in, so thank you for joining. Akshat says hi, guys. Is that better? It's something to do. I've not got any feedback yet of whether it's looking better or not. I don't want to press too many buttons and it mess up, but we'll see. Less tabs on. I could do less tabs, couldn't I? Shall we do the less tabs? We need the tweet deck though, don't we? Do we need my FPL team? Can I get rid of that one? No dropouts now, but video laggy. I don't want to break anything. Right, I'm getting rid of my FPL team because we don't need that page open. Maybe we won't have the live chat. Maybe I won't be able to highlight your messages. That we can live without that, can't we? I'm just trying to think of what things can I close to make the stream run better, and that is one. We can get rid of that one. Bear with me, guys. I knew it wasn't going to be smooth running. It seems better. It's no better. Give it a refresh. Sounds fine. Video frozen. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at what I can ditch to make it run okay. Hopefully this is better. But yeah, keep letting me know. I'm just closing a few more tabs. So the tweet deck is the main one, and that is open. So that one's not going anywhere. Yeah, the Rodgers news is coming up at 1:30. Make sure you voted in the poll. Solanke to start? I hope so, but it's not absolutely guaranteed. I think Hermansen could very well start for West Ham. I think the United press conference was going on at 1:15. I think it's embargo till 1:30. I think that's what that is about. But we should hear from Farke soon. Brennan Johnson starting. I think he will this week, but if Spurs are in for Eze, May not happen. Kicking Up Dust says, new subscriber, great content. Thank you. Here every week at 1 o'clock. Hopefully looking better than now. FPL Hippie from Blue Sky is in. Jonathan says Milenkovic or Murillo. I'm still Milenkovic girl, but I know a lot are going for Murillo. When am I next on a fantasy show? I think I'm on Sky in September and the Premier League one in October. What's my thoughts on no Salah drafts from Neil? Got Verts and Gakpo, worried. I couldn't do it. I think the thing to remember with Gakpo, you're just not going to cover Salah. I just feel like that Bournemouth defence is, really key to target. And I think it's unwise to go without them. Without Salah. He's never blanked in game week 1. Average of 12.25 points per game. Like, how can you back against that? Literally every time I change this tab, it shoves it off the end of my screen. We've not got any updates yet from this press conference from Fark, which is a bit annoying. But obviously, when we get some, I will bring them to you. It should be coming any time. I don't want to open any more links and break the stream, in all honesty. So we'll just leave it as it is for now. If you can tell me if the stream... Cedric says it's a tweet deck that's draining me. I know, but the tweet deck is the stream. But yeah, hopefully I've managed to fix it well enough that we're watchable, which is the main thing. And I've got the live chat on screen, which probably doesn't help either, but, needs must, guys, today. If you've missed the injury news summary, I will go through it again, but I did do it at the start of the stream as well. Mike's listening while he's doing his Sainsbury's shop. Nice one. That's dedication. McAtee has been at the City football ground to say his goodbyes to Man City this morning, on his way to Nottingham Forest. Any Anderson owners in the chat worried about that move? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Vicky says Reinders or Dewsbury Hall. I mean, I'm on Reinders, but that extra 0.5 is tempting. Everton have done some good business in this window. It's such a close call. It looks like I've managed to fix the problem, so that is good. Bongo is going Watkins captain at the moment. It's Salah 65%, Haaland 20%, Palmer 7%, other 7%. Yeah, maybe I can get rid of the live chat on screen. I might do that actually, guys. We don't need the live chat on screen, do we? I was ambitious and opened everything. To be fair, the Wi-Fi was good here. We're at this office space, and I'd chosen the Wi-Fi here over anything else. But yeah, we've got to have the stream working properly. Oh, John's just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, John. Those that have got them are Cedric, Edward, Adouan, Alex, Vicky, Elchester, Neil, Dom Dewsbury, and Princewell. Amazing. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Beardy says hi, Holly. Good to see you as well. Cedric wants to start a GoFundMe page to get Holly a gaming computer with power and speed. My computer at home is great. It's because I'm on my laptop. That is why. But I'm at Fest later. Fantasy Football Fest. Vauxhall in London. It starts in like half an hour and goes on till midnight. So if you're London based or you can get to London today, do it. You won't regret it. Bongo bongo on Watkins captain. Love it. Daniel Fark, here, right, here's an update. This is what we're here for. Bogle will be a late decision due to a hip flexor problem. He will join the full training session this afternoon. We'll see how he reacts. On Calvert-Lewin, he will be a member of our squad from this afternoon. So presumably that means Calvert-Lewin could potentially be an option for game week 1. Who knows? So that was that update. It's 1:30 where it's going to get very busy. So we've got 2 minutes to go before it all goes crazy. Crazy in a good way, though. So at 1:30, we're hearing from Manchester United, Arsenal, Aston Villa with the Morgan Rogers update, Crystal Palace, Everton, Man City, and Nottingham Forest. We've just got to pray that there's no curveballs because I think I'm locked and I don't want to have to unlock my team. So the tweet deck is open as that news starts to filter through for us. So let's see what we get and when we get it. Yeah, Villa Presser is always late. Basketball is asking in the chat if I'm married. Yes. Ella raises after a Chelsea defence. Only money for Tosin. Will he be okay till wildcard time? It's risky. It's up to you. It's your call. It feels like you're booking in a transfer in my eyes. Amarin confirms Sesko is fit enough to start the Arsenal. Physically, he is ready. That is interesting. What do we think to that? Is anyone going to go there with Sesko? That is big news. I like that update. Fair play. Is anyone going to go there? Right, I'm going to have to update the little tab at the bottom so we can see that news. Go is fit to start against Arsenal. I think I'd heard in the week that Man United were doing some like behind closed doors friendlies this week to get him up to speed. Like that is massive. So, I mean, I wish I was going to this game. Like, I'm so excited to see that front three. Like, it's going to be huge. I, I mean, I'll be honest, I am a Man United fan, so I am going to be biased, but I just think it's going to be a big season, and having that front three is definitely going to make it more attractive. I can imagine it'll be a great atmosphere at Old Trafford, especially because it's Arsenal, that first game of the season. I think that's only going to help. So that's a really positive injury update from Amarim. Mazzari is still injured and won't play. Onana and Xerxes are fit and available. I mean, who knows who's actually going to start in goal? On Hoyland, he is one more option. He is our player. Pep is in for his press conference. Martinez has been ruled out as well for Manchester United. There we go then. Is anyone going to go Sesko? 7.5, I think, as well. That is huge. I mean, I'm not going to go there because I think Fernandez is you know is the pick I want from Manchester United. But I feel like you definitely need someone from Manchester United at this point. You've got to. That's massive news, though. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We're 57 subscribers away from 40k. I think I've missed some gifted memberships as well while I've been chatting. Um, was that Akshat? Sorry, Akshat has gifted 5 memberships. They've gone to FBL Chicken, Benedict, JT, Linus, and Hermione. Love that. If you got one of those, make sure that you say thank you to Akshat in the chat. Sesco 7.5. Is anyone going there? I said it was going to get busy at past, and it absolutely has. I do love the fact that Amarim is just very clear as well. John's put in the chat, Sesk no. Vader's put hell no. Iodine has said, so we're thinking Sesko to start. I think he will start. With 4 likes off 200 likes for the stream, we could definitely do that, if nothing else. It looks like it's only the Manchester United press conference that has sprung into life of those of the 130s at the moment, but it's good to get some positive updates. Alchester said, is Van Dijk a good shout? I had him in all of my drafts up until my final team. Not convinced by the performance in the Community Shield defensively. I think Liverpool are going to be a little bit different this season. But, you know, they're still a good team. Do we think Anana's going to start? Or not? I was hoping that we'd get Donnarumma, but it's all gone a little bit quiet on that at the moment. So I'm no longer as hopeful as I was before. Because LFC, no for Tesco for me. I could do with Tesco actually. We've completely gone off piece now. I don't mind though. Palace update: Kamada will miss the game against Chelsea. I think we'll see Will Hughes starting there. That's no surprise after the Community Shield game, is it? Rundran, thoughts on Marmouche and Burmo? I prefer Fernandez at United. I prefer Reinders at City, if I'm honest. Britain says she thinks, is it he or she that Sesko will come on at 60 because there was a mention of physically in his comment. So this is a full quote on Sesko. We didn't have a lot of time, but he is ready. Physically, he is ready. That is a big component in our league. Then he is really smart. He's ready to play. We will see if he is going to start. So that's probably less positive. This is the thing with the press conferences. You get like that one glimmer of what's going on, and then you get a bit more info and a bit more info, and it is maybe not as exciting as we perhaps thought in the first place. Still plenty of press conferences to come, by the way, then. So due at 1:30, I know it's already 1:37, but we're expecting to hear from Arsenal, Aston Villa, Everton, Man City and Forest. So we've had some quotes, comments from United. We've had some comments from Palace. I might do a little bit of digging around, see what else we can find. So we've got the Premier League website. We've got the BBC Sport website. They will both have updates. Nothing yet, though. Premier League Live. We've got quotes from Burnley. We've got quotes from Burnley. It's not even today. We'll stick with the tweet deck for now. While we're waiting for the press conferences to filter through. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Keep dropping your questions in. I'll try and answer some of them as well. There's almost 800 of you in, which is amazing. We're now on 50 subscribers of 40k. I would be made up if we got to that today. Alex says, is Frimpong a good option for attacking returns? Also, less of a minute's risk because of Bradley. Yes, but we haven't had a clear update on when Bradley is back, but it's not been pictured in training, which is positive. John says Unai's never on time. Yeah, no. Vicky says his Reinder's definitely going to start. He is going to start. Edward says Gakpo or Rodgers. Gakpo for me. I mean, let's see what the Rodgers quotes are. Cedric says that Onana played in the same game as Sesko in the under-21s. It's positive then. Yeah, I don't think United are going to get Donnarumma at this point, but we can have hope. Rakesh says Solanke or Richarlison, who's going to start? I think it's 50-50 this week. Does he need risking against Burnley in a 3 o'clock kickoff 3 days after the Super Cup? I'm not sure. Peter Kerr wants the Rodgers update timing competition. I don't think it's one for today. Bonkers LFC says Newcastle get Visser, Liverpool get Isak. Yeah, it just needs to shake out, I think. We're nearly at 250 likes as well. Keep losing my place in the chat as well, which is good because it means we're all active in the chat. Kaz has asked, Bowen and Murillo or Ekitike and Williams? Ekitike and Williams. David Moyes confirms Branthwaite is injured and he says, I wouldn't say how long he's out for, but I'm sure a club insider will. I'm unhappy with it. We'll find out who it is. So he's annoyed that someone has reported on this before him. Yeah, so some quotes on Bruno Fernandes from Amarim. I want Bruno near the ball, which is really important for our team. Now we have players with different characteristics who can cope with that. So trying to manage the game by game, the players for best positions. I think that's right. I'm happy. I don't mind where Bruno plays. I think he gets FPL points regardless, doesn't he? He's got the attacking threat. He's got the set piece responsibility. He's got the DEFCON as well. It's all going on. So we don't know who comes in for Branthwaite at Everton. It could be O'Reilly. It could be Keane. I think Keane's really good for DEFCON points. So a Brentford account talking about FPL isn't recommending Kelleher for the new season. Thiago is an option, but remember the Visser deal is not done yet. That's, we've got to, we needed it to happen really, and it hasn't happened yet. So we've heard from David Moyes now as well. We've heard from Manchester United. We're still waiting for Arsenal, Villa, Man City, Forest. They're the key ones. And which one we want the most is Aston Villa, and we've had nothing yet. Yeah, so Moyes is not committing to how long he's going to be out for. Let's see if the Premier League are giving us anything else. I don't know why they're quoting from Burnley. I think they're just putting random stuff in this blog. We'll stick with BBC. It's far better. Keep the questions coming as well, guys. Oh, we've had a new channel member. Owen has joined at the budget pick. Thank you, Owen. Sorry, I won't completely miss anything, but yeah, there's a few things that the chat's going crazy, and I've got limited window space on my desktop. And we've had a super chat from Rajveer who asked, Wood or Gakpo, Rogers, Kudos, everyone ignoring Wood? I think the fact that interview from Nuno today has put me off. I'm happy with João Pedro now. Gakpo, Rogers, Kudos. Gakpo, but maybe Rogers if we get a positive update today, especially if you've not got Watkins. Sorry, my brain went blank there. Yeah, so we're still waiting for a few updates to come through. There's 900 of you in. That's amazing, guys. Thank you. We can at least do 300 likes. The stream set up today is because I'm not at home. I'm in London, but we'll get back on it. Don't worry, it's a temporary thing. The rest of the press conference streams this year will be elite. I promise you. This one, I'm doing my best with limited resources, but it was this or no stream, so this is what we went for. Keep the questions coming though, guys. No more updates on BBC. I feel like it's going to go crazy on the deck, but it's not crazy at the moment. Robbo Ball says he's interested in Valdemarson. I mean, it's Salah's number one, yeah. I know he's not. He might not be fit, but he is number one. AB says there's almost 1,000 of us now. That's right. We're doing well. It's great to have so many of you in. VJ says we're almost at 40k as well. We must be. We're 25 away. Honestly, I'll be buzzing. That's going to be the highlight of my day. Whatever happens later, that is a highlight. Wow. Aston Villa shut the front door. 1:45 press conference, Unai Emery. I mean, we've not had any quotes yet. That could be scheduled, but it's looking positive that Emery is in the building and we'll get that Rodgers update really, really soon. How do you want me to celebrate? Is it a thumbs up? Does that work? Yeah, that's a premature celebration. I've blown too early with that one, but yeah, that is the plan. When we get there, we'll go with a thumbs up for the fireworks. It doesn't make a noise though, does it? David Moyes has said that he may have Mikalenko, Patterson, and Armstrong available at Leeds. Arteta is in. Trossard is expected to be available for the trip to Manchester United. They're going to keep digging in this season. Yeah. As opposed to what? Surely they're always digging in. I don't know. I want to get the subscriber count on screen. We're nearly there. We're 17 away. This is exciting, guys. This is like, honestly, this will be the highlight. Even if Salah scores a hat trick tonight, all assisted by Verts, 40,000 subscribers will be the highlight for me of my day. So, someone's unsubscribed. We'll leave it for a little bit. We'll leave it to get over the line. There's always someone that does that. It's funny. Just just checking to see if there's any more little updates. We know that Emery's in the building, but we haven't got the big Emery update as of yet. It's what it is, isn't it? It'll be coming. We just need to be patient. Always in his own time, is what I would say with Emery. Mike said, when should we get news on Reinders? We're not expecting news on Reinders. I don't, and I'm not quite sure what you mean. Who's my favourite to win the league? Liverpool again. Robbo Ball's going full crug. Yeah, it's a nice price. Would I put Solanke in? Not sure. Vicky's only got Salah, no other Liverpool player. 100% team rating. Should I let go of my Liverpool player FOMO? It's up to you. It's your call. I think we've done it, guys. We've actually done it. 40,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you. That was the goal pre-season. We've smashed it. With time to spare as well. Time to spare. And just checking whether we've got any more updates anywhere else. It's the Villa one that we want more than anything else. It's always so slow. Unai Emery, what do you do to us every week? It's not great knowing that this season is going to be just as bad as last season. He's always the last press conference. We're nearly at 1,000 people watching live as well, which is sensational. So thank you. 40k, boom. We just need Unai Emery to turn up to the party. Oh, and some lovely comments in the chat, guys. Thank you. VJ says well done, as does Akshat, Nick, Andreas. Thank you, guys. I think my chat's just a bit slow at catching up. Buzzing with that. Uh-oh. Something's definitely just crashed. Am I still there? Has the stream disappeared? Or not? Oh, what time is Pep's presser? Now. Arteta has said that Zubimendi will be fit for the game. I didn't know that he wasn't fit, but it's good to know. Maybe he has had an issue. Yeah, we're still waiting for Pep. We've not heard anything from him yet. He'll be coming. We just got to be patient. I think if it's Pep and Emery, which are the main ones. Normally, you get some sort of like post saying that Emery will be late, and we've not even had that, which is annoying. So we'll see what sort of update we're going to get from him. I've heard the fan come on my laptop. That's never a good sign. FPL Down London says, congrats, Holly. Oh, thank you. Loving life. We are less than 5 hours away from the deadline as well. Yeah, so Jesus is the only known injury for Arsenal, and on Gyökeres, his adaptation has been very, very good, and we're really happy he's got off to a great start. Still nothing from Emery. Still nothing from Pep. They are keeping us waiting. And we've not heard anything from Forest either. Seems a little bit odd. Nothing filtering through on BBC. Calvert-Lewin at Leeds. Let me just think. So Forest could be the one that we get an online update for. Aston Villa we could get an online update for. People will be at the pet presser, sure. I mean, there's nothing on the website at the moment, on the news bit. So I guess we're just going to have to be patient. Nottingham Forest, squad numbers, news, yeah, nothing filtering through on the Forest website either. Let's have a look whether this Everton link has got some better team news for us. A return to play for Brandweight. No, nothing. So does that mean, so if Calvert-Lewin is in training for Leeds today, that means that he could start against Everton, which is interesting to say the least. Apparently today's target is 350 likes. Love it. Be patient then, guys, because we're still waiting to hear from Aston Villa on the availability of Morgan Rogers. That is the big one. Nottingham Forest, we're still waiting to hear from them as well. And we're still waiting to hear from Pep Guardiola. So they are the three big press conferences coming. We know that Rogers has been pictured in training, but we don't know to what level his availability is. So stick with me. While we're waiting, I'll do some more questions. Drop your questions in the chat then. Arjun, what about Dewsbury Hall? Yeah, I like Dewsbury Hall as a pick. At 5, I don't think you're going to get much better than him. I do prefer Reinders and Anderson at 5.5, though. I think they are better picks. Matthew says his DCL signed. Yeah, it looks like it. That's the reports we're getting. Oh, to sign. So I don't think he's signed yet. Oh, here we go. He will support us and from this afternoon will be a member of our squad. We are delighted that Daniel will wear a Leeds shirt. That's the exact quote. Odegaard is still Arsenal captain. I think we'd seen that, hadn't we? But yeah, still nothing else coming through. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. The aircon is on. I'm going to have to mute myself. I can't even find the unmute. The sneeze is gone. I've messed that up. Bilbo says Bruno or Burmo. Bruno all day long. Gotta be. And Kunku could be off to Bayern on loan. Interesting to see how that develops. Oh, Nigel the Crab. Simon, good to see you. We've hit 40k subs while you've been on your jollies on a day out in London, but don't worry, we'll forgive you. Ashley says, would you play Ekatike or João Pedro or already have Salah and Verts? I think I'd go João Pedro. That would be my preference. Britain, how confident are we on the Spurs defence? I've resisted adding Porro until just now. I think if Spurs don't sign a creative player in the window, then you're going to see Porro on quite a lot of set pieces, which makes him an attractive prospect. This is interesting. asked in the press conference for Wolves who is the penalty taker. Victor Pereira wouldn't confirm, but he admitted he will take into consideration the thoughts of the players. Aaron is the new signing, and Strom Larson are the front runners. That's what you need. That's the questions us FPL managers need answering in press conferences. Not some of the other stuff that gets asked. That is the big one. Samuel says his kudos a good pick. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a massive fan at 6.5. I think there's better options, but yeah, he is a solid pick. Mr. JW, Porro and Gakpo, or Van de Ven and Verts. Van de Ven and Verts all day long. Chick Douglas says, you're my Mark Sutherland's replacement this season. Wow. I mean, I am a Mark Sutherland's fangirl, I'll be honest. So the fact that you can put me in the same bracket as him is amazing. I think, well, whether this number is up to date or not, well, we've got 1,000 people in at the minute, or 993, which is amazing. VJ says, what a great chat today. Yeah, you're making it easy. We're still getting updates on BBC from Arsenal. Still nothing from Aston Villa. Still nothing from Pep. What has happened to Pep? Because normally Manchester City like have their press conference on their website. Signing to what? Take place at 2 o'clock. So Pep isn't late. Pep is coming at 2. What about Aston Villa though? Still no sign of their press conference. We'll keep looking on the tweet deck, guys. Morgan Rogers is the big one that we really want. TMJ says Verts and a 7.5 million striker or Watkins and Rogers. You need a Villa attacker, but those options are having 2 or none. Which doesn't make sense. I do like the 7.5 million striker bracket though, and the fact that you can, flick between one and the other. Where's everyone watching the game tonight? Is there anyone in the chat that's coming to Fest? I'm going to be there on stage doing my team reveal in like 2 hours. Jake has said he's done his AI team rating and got 98%. Love it, Jake. If you want to get your team rated, use the link in the description to this video. You can get it rated on Fantasy Football Hub. Join up today as well. Win your league or your money back. I've got my hub colours on. Winsley, what do you think about Gakpo and Wilson? Not interested in Wilson. Gakpo, I think, is a good pick, but I do prefer Bert. I think the Liverpool double up is really exciting. Kazzy says, what's your AI team rating on the hub? Mine is I thought it was 97%. I think it's dropped to 96%. Obviously, the things like the information changes as the press conference is coming and stuff like that. So it will fluctuate throughout the week. It's got to be Verts. Andrew says, Verts and Murillo or Bruno and Neco Williams. As long as you've got a Salah, I'd say Bruno and Neco Williams. Andrew Holt's doing a London team players. So that is no Haaland, no Salah. Risebeck. I'm bouncing between Tielemans and Rutter. Tielemans. Sasso's going double Liverpool without Salah. I think if you go without Salah, you need to be triple. Oh, here we go. From City Extra. Pep Guardiola is late for his pre-Wolves press conference. Full stop. Football is back. Full stop. Some things never change. Unai Emery also late. I mean, if it goes on much longer, I'll be needing a toilet stop. No, we'll be fine. We'll power through. Keep the questions coming. Juice World, thoughts on Raul Jimenez? Yeah, I think the fact that Muniz is off makes Jimenez more attractive because I think he's more likely to be getting 90s. Bilbo is looking at Ekitike and Bowen, and I'm not a fan of Bowen. The fact he's been reclassified and he's out wide really does hinder his output. I think if you want to go with a West Ham attacker, I don't mind Fulkrug. I think he can be good value at 6. But yeah, not interested in Bowen personally. Make sure you join my mini league as well, by the way, guys. I think it's here 3N. FPL Chicken says Man City presser is on YouTube. Great. I think that means we should get some quotes really, really soon. We'll do a recap once we've got Pep quotes. The other ones we were waiting for were Forest, weren't we? Forest and Villa. We still want the Morgan Rogers update. I can imagine Nuno stringing us along for most of the afternoon. I thought that was a Morgan Rogers update, but it wasn't. I got excited for a second, but no such luck. It's just the fact that Villa tease us. It's 20 minutes ago that they teased their press conference, and we've still had nothing from that press conference. It's really frustrating. But we want that Morgan Rogers update because if he's fit, that's huge. Because a lot of managers are going for Watkins at 9 because they don't feel like they've got another option. I've got my iPad, so I could switch on Sky Sports News to see whether Emery is in the building, whether Pep is in the building, but I am using my AirPods as my mic for this stream, and I feel like if I switched onto my iPad, then you might lose my audio, which would be no good. We do not want that. So we'll stick how we are. I mean, I'm still buzzing about the fact that we've hit 40k. If I'm honest, that's my day made. I can go home now, sleep tonight, a happy woman. Matthew said is Marlon a more intriguing option than Rodgers? I think Marlon will be decent for the next couple of weeks, but long term, transfer out waiting to happen again. So Bournemouth have signed Ben Dark, much needed signing for them. Surely he's not going to be available for tonight though, which is good news for us Salah owners. Vicky's still having Liverpool FOMO with just Salah feels wrong. Get Verts as well then. I've got both. Apparently we're creeping towards 400 likes, says BJ as well. When's the Brentford presser? It was yesterday. Code for the mini league is in the description, I think. Here, 3N. I'm pretty sure I put it in the description. I don't want to check and break the stream, but FPL Amateur says, Ekateke thoughts, I want to be different, even if for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I do like him as an option. He's a little bit of an unknown. Like there's a little bit of unpredictability there, which does put me off. I think there are, other options that might be better options. So I don't think I want to go there personally. But yeah. I think he's one to bear in mind. Still things coming out from Villa which aren't the press conference, which is annoying. There's 1,000 in the chat, amazing. Marmouche is a differential. Yeah, I think it's always pet roulette minutes wise. I think at 8, as a midfielder, he's a more attractive option. Does he get enough minutes? Easy gaming. I've got Haaland, Saka, Watkins, Verts, and Fernandez to rotate captaincy. No Salah or Palmer. Good luck. I've not seen many no Salah teams, but it doesn't mean like Haaland has scored 5 goals in 3 game week 1 fixtures. Never blanked. Always starts the season strong. Last season he scored 10 goals in his first 5. Vicky says is Gakpo an okay alternative to Verts or clutching at straws? He is. I think if Liverpool were to sign Isak, I'd be less interested in Gakpo. Slightly less interested. Verts, I think it's the fact that he's got corners makes him a bit more attractive. Manhill, do you go Salah or Haaland? Salah for me. Right, we've still got nothing from. Oh, Forest, here we go. Nuno concerned. Oh, a rather downbeat news conference from Nuno, who says he's concerned about the state of the squad. Full quotes to follow. That's something. Nothing on the Forest website. Nothing on the Villa website. Winsley says Captain Gakpo, Sesko, do you rate it? It's alternative. If you want your team rated, guys, get your hit the link in the description. Go to Fantasy Football Hub and get your team rated for free. And sign up today. Win your league or your money back. No better time to sign up than at the start of game week 1. Get that help all season. Stricker, is Bowen a good pick? I prefer Fulkrug if you go in there. Confords, what side corners does Verts take? Definitely from the left. I'm not sure about the right. I don't know whether he's taking them from both sides or one side. No more quotes from Nuno. So still waiting on the same 3 press conferences, guys. Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, and Man City. I promise you I'm not stringing you along. They were all scheduled for 1:30. Pep's changed to 2 o'clock. They are coming. And as soon as we've got quotes, I'll bring you them. It's just taking longer than I hoped. But important to get these updates. So do bear with me. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. Keep your questions coming in the chat. Emman says it makes Wood and Gibbs White avoid. Yeah, I think I have been happier with my team since I moved Wood to João Pedro. Lots of questions on Gakpo. I think Gakpo is a good option, but if they make another attacking signing, then I would go off Gakpo. Forest have been terrible in pre-season. They've only scored 1 goal. I think defensive picks are absolutely fine. It's the attacking picks that are the ones that are a bit more problematic. But yeah, we're still waiting for these updates to come through, annoyingly, which is a little bit frustrating. But keep your questions coming because we can definitely use this time to answer some more of your questions. Nixie, what's going on with the Unai Emery press conference? Is it cancelled? No, it's just like late. Pep is still late, according to City Extra. Craig says Diouf or Wan-Bissaka, gotta be Diouf. 88% team rating, is that good? It's okay. And you kind of want to be starting a season in the 90s. I'm still waiting for the full quotes from Forest. Still waiting for any update from Aston Villa. I should imagine Emery is late again. Keeping us hanging on, that is for sure. Keep the questions coming now. Any news about Solanke? Um, I think Thomas Frank basically just said that he's got the same players available. I don't know whether he risks him against Burnley. Rodgers or Gakpo? I would go Gakpo just, but let's see what's said about Rodgers. Any Haaland and Salah draft? I did post a Haaland and Salah draft on X yesterday. I did some team ratings. This was a Haaland Salah Palmer draft I came up with. I don't think this was bad. That was 97% rated as well on the hub. Remember to click the link in the description to get your team rated. Dan the Man says Saka and Mateta or Yorkeres and Ekitike. I mean, you're comparing two forwards there to a forward and a midfielder. Mateta is the player out of all of them that I like the most. Here we go. Morgan Rogers is confirmed fit for tomorrow. Injuries are Garcia and Ross Barkley. Martinez is unavailable for one match suspension. There we go. Morgan Rogers is on the table. Is that going to affect anyone's teams? Morgan Rogers is fit for tomorrow. Let's add that to the little press box. Are we changing our teams off the back of that news? I'm just going to tweet that as well. Rogers is fit for tomorrow. Is that good enough? I guess that, like, I mean, what else could you expect? I just wanted to, oh, what have I done there? I've not lost you, have I? I think not. Rogers is fit. Is the big takeaway. Anyone changing their drafts there? Bilbo sticking with Watkins. Nate was in every draft this week. Torpedo, we are keeping our teams after that news. Podner, Unai is a liar. Gvardiol is out, as is Kovacic. That is big. Gvardiol out for Man City. What are we? I mean, this was rumoured that Gvardiol is out because I think there was something seen at the end of a pre-season game, and he was asked twice in a midweek press conference or for a pre-season friendly press conference about his availability, and he swerved the question twice. But he is like 20% owned. So that is pretty big information. I actually want to just check on his ownership there. You see, it was worth the wait. I bet you please make sure you've liked and subscribed. I bet you please you've stuck this stream out because that is big. Gvardiol ruled out of the game to Wolves. That does weaken that City defence with no Gvardiol. I've got to be honest. And he's highly owned. So if you were on Gvardiol, where are you going? Like Morgan Rogers was highly owned, and that was a more positive update, wasn't it? He's 10% owned, but Gvardiol's way higher than that. Gvardiol's 16.2% owned. So if you're a Gvardiol owner, what are you doing? Like, what is the plan now? I mean, it's crucial information, so it's good to get that information in. I'm just I'm being a bit cheeky. I'm just changing the thumbnail to for Gvardiol being out because that is big news. I mean, that 6 million bracket, it was hard anyway. And I think people are going to be avoiding that 6 million bracket now. And I can completely understand why you would do that. So Guardiola out, Rodgers. Because, I mean, you could go 8 Nori. 8 Nori plays his old club, which is key. So you could go there with 8 Nori if you wanted to. I still like Kukurea. I think Kukurea is like, I do think the Chelsea defence is weaker with no Colwell, but I still think Kukurea is among the best 6 million picks. But the other thing to think about is Liverpool defence didn't look convincing in the Community Shield. You could go to a Forest defender at 5.5, but this is why in my team I've taken money out of the defence altogether. I've gone 4.5 million defenders. I don't think it's a price bracket you need. Right, let's absorb this information then, because everything's kind of come quite quick there. So we've got Morgan Rogers is fit. Gvardiol is out. We also know Foden and Rodri are travelling to Wolves. Kovacic and Gvardiol are not. Is that competition for Reinders? The last update we heard on Rodri was that he was going to be out until September. Foden's in the squad, so that's positive. Morgan Rogers will be fit to feature. And Rogers is one of these that's had like these injury concerns around him for a while and has always come out okay. I think Rodri is not going to start, let's be honest. But if Rodri is floating around, in some ways that's positive because Reinders could play 8, but it also means that Reinders could miss out altogether. What do we think it's a good sign or a bad sign? Because I'm a little bit on the fence. So yeah, Vardiol picked up an injury, a knock against Palermo, which was last weekend, and he was asked in a press conference twice about Vardiol and didn't say anything. So I'm not surprised, but it is big news. Savino is injured from that same game. He's out for a few weeks. Edison didn't come to me and say he wanted to leave. All the players are here and I want them. So that's a little update there as well. I'm just checking we've not missed anything else. Well, felt like I started flapping a bit there. It was all lots of information at once. So yeah, Savino is injured and won't travel. I'd love to have McAtee here, but he wants more minutes and we have to have many players here. That's fair enough. Right. So I think I've not seen any more quotes through from Forest, but I imagine if there was something big, it would have got through to us. While I've been busy looking at this, I've neglected the chat, so hopefully I've not missed anything. What are we thinking, Reinders owners? Yeah. Michael says Roger to replace Nico Gonzalez. That will ultimately be the case, and that pushes Reinders forward. No, my draft's not changed. Morgan Rogers' fit is big. Like I mean, I don't want to change my team now, but I mean, don't lock in your teams too late, guys, because the FPL website could go down. I don't even know what forward I would get though if I didn't pick Watkins. This is the problem. Like, I'd probably go down to Mateta. That is exact funds. Could I could go Watkins to Rogers and Reinders to Mateta. I do like Watkins though. I wish someone would ask Emery who is on pens. A quote on Rodri. Rodri will be back soon. It's important his knee's okay. He needs more minutes to get fit. He will travel tomorrow, but not sure if he'll play. There we go then. Yeah. We don't need to worry, Ryan's owners. I'm gonna stick. I have to stick. I can't change my team now. This is my team. I've got this far. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure just before I just sum up the injury information that we've not missed anything. Because we were hoping for something from Forest and we've not really had it. But yeah, I kind of think we're getting there now. Are you ready for the roundup, guys? We're now 4 hours out to deadline as well. Let's get the roundup then. So Rodri's going to be back soon for City. He's going to travel tomorrow, but not sure he will play. Savino is injured and won't travel. McAtee has obviously departed. Savino is injured, will be out for a few weeks. Edison didn't come to me and said he wanted to leave. All the players are here and I want them. Foden is travelling to Wolves. Kovacic and Gvardiol are out. Morgan Rogers is fit for tomorrow. Kamada out for Palace. Trossard is better for Arsenal. Zubimendi is fit. Branthwaite is out for Everton, no return date. Sesko, physically he is ready. We will see if he's going to start. Martinez and Mazzari are both out still. Bogle, late decision for Leeds. Sachawa, close. I don't know, we'll see. Isak, situation is still the same. Not training with the team, not going to be available. Basuma will be in the squad for Spurs. Everyone other than you, Doggy, is available. And Cisse rehabbing for Brighton. Baleba and Hinsel would have shaken off Knox. You spotted in training. Bournemouth have been signing defenders, but I don't think they're going to be available game week 1. Too soon for Christie. Somerville unavailable for West Ham. Hermansen could start. Dubravka situation is unclear. Gu is a doubt because of a lack of pre-season. Visser won't be involved against Forest. Kelleher is back on the grass, but a decision still needs to be made. Left back injuries at Fulham. No update on Colin Bradley from Arne Slot. And I think that will be everything. So let's put my team back on screen then. I've been on this team since Tuesday, so I think the chances of anything changing for me now are really, really slim. I am happy with this team. I'm very happy. Really excited. Hopefully you found this stream useful. I will be here at 1 o'clock every week. I'm absolutely delighted that I've hit 40,000 subscribers on this stream. It's amazing. So thank you to everyone that supported the stream. If you want to get your team rated, I will do some team ratings on X in about half an hour's time, but you can get your team rated for free on Fantasy Football Hub using the link in the description to this video. You can also join Fantasy Football Hub, where you'll get 50% off, and they've got the Win Your Mini League or your money back offer. Fantastic offer. So if you want to join the hub, the link to that is in the description. At the very least, get your team rated, get your team sense checked, and I will rate some drafts on X shortly once I've just calm down from the stream. But thank you so much for everyone that supported me this pre-season. I'm absolutely delighted to get to 40k subs. A huge game week 1 awaits, and I'll be back here every week. I'll be back with the game week 2 content. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Good luck for FPL game week 1.